Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Memorial Day morning, I thought a brief update on Alberto and its impact for us would be very important, so this will be rather brief today. If I stand back this far, I'm getting wet. There's a good tropical rain going on, and rain's going to be the main thing for Alberto as it comes ashore later on this afternoon. I think it'll be early afternoon when the center actually crosses the coast. Doesn't matter because all the weather is well out ahead of it in the right front quadrant. And guess what the right front quadrant is? That's us. So we'll update the potential for how much rainfall and how much wind are we going to see and what problems would that cause, and what about the tornado threat as well. Let's get into the details. Early this morning, Alberto is over 100 miles south of Destin with 65-mile-an-hour winds moving northwest at 7. It will cross the coast this afternoon or early evening, more likely the afternoon. Steady weakening after that as it moves into South Alabama. But look at the big rain bands dominating Alabama as we go into the early evening hours tonight. The rainfall will get heavy as the day goes on today. This is the full cone from the National Hurricane Center showing that straight alleyway from the Gulf of Mexico all the way up to the Ohio Valley, Indiana, and Michigan over the next few days as a depression and then a remnant low. This is the close-up on the cone. Notice probably coming ashore with maybe holding together with maybe 65-mile-an-hour winds this afternoon, and then still a depression into south-central Alabama with 40-mile-an-hour winds gusting to 50, and then a depression on Tuesday afternoon up in the Birmingham area as it continues to weaken and move northward. For us, a flash flood watch in effect. I'm saying 3 to 5 inches generally, and some places over 6 inches, but more on rainfall in just a moment. Winds 30 to 45 miles per hour. I think that's going to be the wind gust. That'll down some tree limbs and some small trees. Low-end tornado risk, yeah, we'll talk more about that in just a moment, but there is a low-end tornado risk. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center says much of southeast Alabama today could be affected with some spin-up tornadoes. We'll be watching that factor. That's to be expected with every landfalling tropical system, and then evolving northward through eastern Alabama and into Georgia as we get into the day on Tuesday. I like what the National Weather Service in Birmingham has done. They've outlined the entire eastern strip of counties in Alabama for the tornado risk for today and tomorrow. So we're going to be on guard and watching. Rainfall potential, I think 7 to 9 inches on the beach, 4 to 6 inches even here in central Alabama, not out of the question, 3 to 5 inches even up in the Birmingham area and farther north. And in fact, let's look at this from the National Weather Service in Birmingham. You see that swath of orange there? 4 to 6 inch rainfall for many of us in central and east central Alabama, even up through the lakes and farther north towards Birmingham. Today's high 83, flash flood watch and a wind advisory in effect. A low tonight down to about 72. There'll be other advisories to add to that. That's just the current list well before dawn, with winds increasing to 20 to 35 miles per hour by this evening and tonight, gusting to 40 plus. Tomorrow, 80% chance of more showers and storms across the area and a 70% chance Wednesday, but then gradually the amount of storms will thin out on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday slowly as temperatures warm back up into the low 90s as we get closer to the weekend. So on this Memorial Day, when a lot of people are out, usually by the pool and barbecuing on the grill, we're going to have to be dealing with this unwanted tropical visitor named Alberto. So it's going to be a very busy 24 to 36 hours. I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to be awake for 36 hours straight because I'm not, but I'm going to do my very best, everything humanly possible, to keep you on top of things with the latest watches and warnings as much as possible. And don't forget, our weather app never sleeps. It knows where you live. It will give you the latest watches and warnings for your location instantly. Like right now, it has flash flood watch, wind advisory as I make this. So it's going to be your best friend during this tropical situation. Advanced interactive radar as well, and a lot of other great features. You can add layers to it and see where the lightning is and look at wind profiles and stuff like that. Go to the App Store and search Rich Thomas Weather. My forecast whenever you want it across the dial on the entire Blue Water family of stations. That's 8 stations twice an hour. And also, I'll be live streaming from the Blue Water Weather Center when we get into busy periods of time. And when I live stream, you'll see it on your app and on the website, richthomasweathernetwork.com, on YouTube and other places as well. Okay, that's it for now. Have a good day. Stay weather aware. See you later.
Rich Thomas Weather.